See me and Wes texting here. It's 1:51. Kevin busted a hose on this thing yesterday about 2 o'clock. And so 24 hours later, we're just now getting this thing back going. Here's what happened. It's one of those 1.25 lines right up there in the bend of that boom. Y'all seen us change them things before. That line exploded, which y'all should have seen the video on that. So we replaced, it's got 2 1.25 up there. We went ahead and replaced both of them because the one busted, the one beside it was the same age. It was looking rough because that's a high flex area right there where that bend is right there. We replaced both of them, got them on there, and it was dark. Kevin cranked up, tracked the machine back in place, and when he went to work the head wouldn't work. It was loaded. The machine was loaded. You could tell that something wasn't right with it. So we left last night with it like that, came back this morning, and we've been working on this thing ever since. Now here's what happened with it. A piece on the inside of one of those lines, a piece of rubber, when that thing busted, it sent a piece of that rubber into the valve on that head down there, and it completely shut that head down. Well, we've been on the phone with Waratah trying to figure out which port, because there's only about 1,000 ports that something could be hung in on the head, and they kind of led us to where we probably needed to be checking. So that's what we did. We pulled out one spool out and a bunch of other stuff, and we found one port we couldn't see in it, but we couldn't get a wire to go up in it very far, so we blowed back through it. We never saw anything come out, but this hole is like the size of a pencil lead, and evidently that either there or somewhere else where we blew through, we blew the piece of rubber out of it, because we got it working. The head's working now 24 hours later. I had not loaded a truck. I don't have any wood because we caught Kevin while I was loading yesterday, so we don't have any wood. We sent the trucks in at lunch. So what we're doing now is I'm setting in the processor here, and they're tweaking the pressure on it, bumping it back to where they're just kind of looking over things, kind of fine tuning things, because that's what makes these heads really shine, is putting them in spec where they need to be. And so that's what they're doing now. They set the pilot pressure, and now they're fixing to set the main system pressure, which comes off of the machine back here behind me and goes up there to that valve bank. And get that done, and Kevin will be able to run, and we'll pile up some and get ready for in the morning. But ain't gonna be no loaded log trucks leaving here today or anything like that. So and Derek's fixing to go cut right there off a real steep spot. I'm gonna go out there with my loader and shovel some trees for Chad. That's what I'm about to do here in just a second. But every now and then you will have stuff like this right here happen, and there's really nothing that you can do about it except fight it out and just keep trying different stuff till you finally get it fixed. And like I said, we never seen the piece of rubber or anything. We evidently blew it out when we was blowing through one of those ports, thank goodness. But man, it don't take much to shut one of these machines down. You can take at least a little bit of contamination, and you can kill a machine quick if it gets hung in the right pore, the right orifice, or anything like that. Hey, you're dead in the water, and that's kind of where we was. So I may be back here in just a minute We'll see. So I'm holding it, and they're running that pressure out there, watching the gauge on us. What they're doing right now. Kevin's looking at the specs in the book. Y'all can hear the machine loading. I'm holding it closed right now. We're running through everything on it right now. Did the saw, the drive arms, and then the knife arms just then. So I'm leaving out of the woods. I'm gonna wrap this video up and do the ending on it. We got Kevin back running there, probably about a little after 2 o'clock, I guess. I sailed off a hill and did some shoveling to get some wood out, help Chad out. Kevin ran up there on it, but ran back good the way it's supposed to. But it's amazing how just something so minute can just completely shut a machine slap down. And that every now and then you're gonna have stuff like that. And I don't care what you run. I don't care if you run Caterpillar, Tiger Cat, John Deere, Timber Pro. I don't care. You're gonna have stuff like that happen. There's none of them that's immune to it at all. But appreciate y'all watching. If you like my stuff, please subscribe. Want some Cotton Top 3 gear, t-shirts, hats, stuff like that? Right down below is the link. You can click it. Later, taters!